What's happening, people? Welcome back. Straight back to it. Devin Haney beats Lomachenko. That's what this one is. Just from the Katie Taylor one. That should be up. Well, this should be up imminently after that one. Getting straight into it again. I live in Australia, so for me that was early afternoon, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me, which was nice. It was really nice because I didn't stay up to watch the Katie Taylor fight. I had to watch that on the repeat in the AM, which wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to stay up till 4 AM. We finally got a good sleeping pattern, got everything going. I just didn't want to. I wanted to watch it live, but quite often with these fights, unless I'm in the country they're being like fought in, often I'll just go to sleep and then watch them. I won't ruin it for myself. I won't go on Twitter. I won't check YouTube. I won't check Instagram. I'll just find the fight, rewatch it. I won't check it. Do you know what I mean? I won't do anything else. I'll just bang, watch the main event. After the main event, I'll go on Twitter, social media, and all this, and then maybe watch some of the undercards after. But that's tend to be how I'll do it. If they're in the UK, I'll watch them live, even if it's a bit later, sort of 11, 12 o'clock. I'll bit of a late night treat myself, you know what I mean? Sometimes if they're in America or Saudi Arabia or something, and they're kind of a bit later, I'll sometimes stay up. But for me, it was about 4 AM, the Katie Taylor fight. And that's kind of that time where you either stay up really late and you're there at 4, or you get up really early and you're watching it at 4. And I didn't want to get up that early. I went to bed quite late, like sort of 11, 12, which would have meant minimal sleep. I didn't want to stay up that late because I like my sleep, but ruined my sleeping pattern, I missed the whole day. So I gave it a miss, and then I woke up in the AM, did that, didn't do anything, just jumped on and watched it. And then pretty much straight after that, I jumped on and watched the Lomachenko fight versus Devin Haney. Not straight after, but I watched the Katie Taylor fight, went on Twitter, blah, 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 and then I watched the co-main because I heard about that. And anyway, you want to see my opinion on that, go watch the previous video. But yeah, so that was nice for me to watch it at a decent time. And it was a hell of a fight, really good fight. Again, like I said in the last video, this has been a good weekend for boxing. Katie Taylor, regardless of the outcomes, you got 2 undisputed champions in the women fighting each other. Great. You got 2 greats. I wouldn't quite call Devin Haney world class, but Lomachenko certainly has been. Perhaps the best amateur record ever in the history of boxing. What's he got? He's got 1 loss and then 396, is it? Pardon me, 396. He's got 396 wins and only 1 loss to Albert Selimov, which he was avenged twice. So he fought him 3 times and he won it twice, only lost once. And that's the great thing, isn't it? Boxing, regardless of the results, the upsets, and in fact, and the close decision going on one way. In fact, that's what makes boxing, isn't it? Upsets, the ability that any one punch can change a fight, as we saw in the co-main. And sometimes amazing favourites in their homecoming don't quite get it all their way and lose the fight. And sometimes really, really close fights, even though most people have it the same way, they're close enough that actually the people that matter, the judges, saw it the other way, and the close fights lose. And that's what's amazing about boxing, I think. So boxing's been a good week for boxing, good weekend for boxing, good week actually. No, I'm good to say that. But this is about that main event, and start the commentary. I didn't mute it, but I just turned it down after about 4th round. I just turned it down. I was like, they were biased. They weren't massively biased. They were trying to give it both ways, but they were just swinging towards Devin Haney every time. One especially, I don't know his name, forgive me, but every time the other commentators would say something about Loma, they were just, oh yeah, but Haney did this, and you're thinking, sorry, Haney did that, Haney did this, and you're thinking, all right, come on now. Do you know what I mean? It's trying to be biased. I get the crowd can swing it and this, but hell. And then moving on to the fight, I said people are writing Loma off, and he's phenomenal, and he's younger than Floyd was when Floyd fought Canelo, and Haney's older than Canelo was. But a very close fight, and that's what you like to see. That was two top level guys fighting each other, and that's what you like to see, isn't it? So you love to see it. Now, make no mistake, I, along with most people, think Devin Haney lost that fight. Loma won. I, along with most people, think Loma won that fight. I watched it live. I watched it back. I had it 7-5 to Loma. I think Loma won. Close. There were a couple of rounds that could go either way, and that's why it's not a robbery. It's not. It wasn't black and white, clear as day. Loma won, but it was the marginal opinion that Loma won, wasn't it? So it's a shame for Loma. Having said that, his response is awful. Look, be gracious in defeat. Be gracious in defeat. You know, you see it like Wilder, you've seen it in Loma. Ryan Garcia was so gracious in defeat. You know what I mean? You got AJ gracious in defeat. You got, to be fair, Jake Paul gracious in defeat. And then you got, you know, Loma. The crying's fine. That absolutely let your emotions out, and that shows how much he put into it and how hard he worked. But sitting there, oh, everyone knows I won, and I let off in the last round because I'd already thought I'd done enough to win. No, you didn't. You didn't let off in the last round because you already thought you'd done enough to win. But it's because you're getting old. You haven't got the gas tank. And Haney was a good fighter, and that body work he did was incredible. Give him the credit. Give him the credit. I let off in the last round because Haney's body work throughout the whole fight was phenomenal, and it got to me in the last round. The age is getting to me. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing bad about it. There's no embarrassment. But he's telling, oh yeah, I thought I'd won it already, so I just let off the gas. Just give the credit. Give the man his credit. And now they're appealing it, I think, which is why. What are they hoping to get? It was an extremely close fight. That could have gone either way, and it went Haney's way. You can't appeal. Why are you appealing that? I do think Haney should rematch him. Because, yeah, he won, but if he wants the credit that he feels he deserves, he should rematch him and do it again. I'm not saying I want to see it. I'm not saying it's the best fight to happen, but if he wants the credit he thinks he deserves, rematch him. Do it again. Run it back. Silence all the doubters, because there's a lot of doubters. I'll try and find it quickly. A tweet with everyone that says, a list of the people that are there, fighters that are there, that has said that Loma won. I can't find it now, but a lot of fighters, a lot of people turned around and said that a lot of people turned around and said that Loma won. There's a lot of doubters. Most people, again, myself included, it wasn't a robbery because it was a close fight, but there's a lot of people that think that Loma won, a lot of doubters, and the best way to shut them up and to silence them is to rematch him, do it again, and win it convincingly. Would be nice. Would be good for him. Where from here? I think it looks like the Shakur Stevenson fight. Shakur wins that. Haney's good, phenomenal, one of the best. But I wouldn't even call him world class. There's a few guys in and around that weight class that can make that weight. Plausible fights that can happen that he can't hang with. You know, you got the Gervonta Davis, I think beats him. You got Shakur Stevenson, I think he beats him. Ryan Garcia would give him a very good fight. I think that would be interesting, but I don't think he can hang with those guys, and we've seen how he handles it, and I feel like I say fair play to him, but I don't think we'll see any more. I think he'll go up a weight class. I don't think we'll see him against Shakur or anything like that. I think he's going to go up. But I don't think he can, honestly, I don't think he can hang with those people. And I think the only other thing is Conor Benn with Kell Brook, and now they're fighting and there's talk about that, and I just don't care. Again, it's one of those things, Conor Benn can't even fight at the moment. We've seen so much news about him. He's getting involved in so many fights and calling people out and this, that, and the other. And there's no news about him fighting, and there's no news about his court. And I don't care. It's like the heavyweights. Bored of it. Bored of it. Just get in there. Just get in there and fight. Then, when there's a fight announced, give it the talk. But look, thank you very much for watching, people. Take care. Look after yourself. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you later.